Hey, it's Dave Swenson from the Dave Swenson Team. I'm on location down in South Venice, Florida. The actual development is called South Venice. I'm going to give a little bit of history about South Venice. To start off in the 1800s and 1900s, this area was called the Pine Woods. The reason it was called the Pine Woods was because there were so many pine trees all around this area. It was like a forest, okay? So basically in the 1920s, the Nakatee Freight Company they built a railroad over to a little sawmill town called Woodmere. Woodmere, that's right. You know, there is a street in Venice called Woodmere, and you wonder where that came from. Well, that was the name of the original little sawmill town. Well, anyway, in 1926 and 28, there were two hurricanes that really hit this area. In 1930, there was a big fire as well. But of course, also what happened in 1929, the stock market crashed. So a lot of things happened, a lot of bad stuff, and so basically it was a really bad situation. Believe it or not, at that period of time, there were homeless people that were living in this area after the fires and everything else, and so they were literally scrounging. They were hunting and gathering, and almost like back to prehistoric times, right here in South Venice, okay? But that's not happening today. Anyway, so after that happens, anyway, in 1952, two New Jersey brothers, Warren and Arthur Smadbeck. Okay, Warren and Arthur Smadbeck, they bought 3,000 acres to create what we call South Venice. South Venice is a large area and everything else. 3,000 acres, and basically what they are is they're 40 by 100 foot lots. 40 by 100 foot lots, and believe it or not, there was 19,587 lots. Okay, so they had a lot of lots. That's a pun intended, or I don't even know if that's even a pun. But the point is, there's lots of lots. But here's the deal: they couldn't build houses unless you have a double lot. So what you'll find in South Venice is that almost all the lots here are double lots. Usually 80 by 100. You might have some 120 by 100, but they're all 40 by 100. That's how they're platted out, right? Okay. Well, anyway, so the Venice area wanted to really promote this, and of course, the brothers also wanted to get the word out. So they approached, believe it or not, the Chamber of Commerce. So the Venice Area Chamber of Commerce, you know what they did? They went out and they promoted it nationally. They had a campaign to promote this all across the country. And do you know that in 2 years, they sold every lot in South Venice? That's pretty awesome, I gotta believe. Anyway, so what happens in 1956, the brothers dedicated 1,600 feet of beach to South Venice, okay? So there's 600 feet of beach that were dedicated to this community that are exclusive to them. There used to be footbridges to get out to those places, but of course we talked about just recently in another video, in 1965, the Army Corps of Engineers decided to put in the Intracoastal Waterway all around Florida. Well, that included the area called Lemon Bay. Lemon Bay is just south of us, and so they dredged that, and actually they had to come through here and they took down the footbridges and everything else. And when they did that, they gave $150,000 as compensation to South Venice. They gave them docks, they gave them the money for the ferry and everything else to supplant the loss of that. But that money went to this place. This is the South Venice Civic Association, SVCA. So that money in 1956 went to this organization. The sad thing is, it maybe wasn't completely kosher. And for many, many years, it's like they had this weird thing because they really weren't legally properly done. So this money was sitting in with these folks, and they really didn't have a clearly defined situation. So guess what? In 1999, they recognized we have an issue, right? So in 1999, they created the South Venice Beach Endowment Trust. So they had a group of people get together, they realized that they had illegal deficiencies, and they went through the process of making it a proper land trust situation. So basically, it was created in 1990. They worked on it. In 2005, the IRS recognized it as a 501c3 nonprofit corporation. So from now on, they can take monies, they can do whatever. They can look out for the interests of the South Venice residents to make sure they're protected going forward. If they need to do something with their ferry, the ferry operation, by the way, operates from sunrise to sunset, basically, okay? Every hour and a half hour, they go out to the beach, they come back. We just met Captain David, great guy down there. But once again, to do that, if you want to join and get yourself an annual ferry pass, if you live in South Venice, that's $130 a year. Or if you get a monthly one, you can do it for $65 a month. So if you're a snowbird, you just want to go for a couple of months during the high season in the wintertime, you can do just $65 a month or $130 a year. If you want to use the boat ramp, meaning you want to launch your boats and do everything else, you can get a boat ramp membership for $90 a year. Folks, that's a great bargain. So if you're in South Venice, you got some great amenities that you can have here. One last thing that I didn't talk about, we did another video on, is the South Venice Yacht Club. The unique thing about the South Venice Yacht Club is no yachts are needed. They don't want the yachts. They want the social social activities. So you get together, you meet your friends, everything else. They do at least 2 dinners a month where they have like themed events and whatever else. And usually the dinners include a couple of drinks and everything else. It's like 30 bucks. So look, South Venice is a really cool place to be. We have listings in this area. We love all of our area. We love Venice, Sarasota, Bradenton. It doesn't matter. We love it all. But come along with me and look at this sign right here. First of all, this is probably back from the original time. And it has here in memory of Frederick Carville. I don't know who that is. But anyway, so the Garden Club, they did this nice little sign. And as you come around, I want you to see the entrance to the building. But you'll see over here, check this out. On the 12th, you got pancakes from 8 until 10. That's actually this Saturday. Today, as we're filming this, it's January 10th, 2019. On Saturday, you get pancakes 8 to 10. There's a big yard sale on the 19th from 9 to 2, and there's an expo from 9 to 3. Come around with me and look at the size of this building, okay? First of all, as you come in here, you'll notice the South Venice Community Center. So this is the building. We looked inside the windows. It isn't open right now, but it's a very, very large facility. There's a full kitchen in here. There's everything you want for big events. I'm imagining they have big gatherings. This is the place to be. Down here on the end, I want you to take a look here. This is where the office is. So if you come into South Venice and you want to join and you want to get your ferry pass so you can take your family out to your private beach, okay? That's where you want to go. You want to go down there. They're only open a few days during the week, so make sure you check online to find out the times that they're going to be there so that they can make sure that you can get the ferry pass or the keys or whatever you need. Once again, it's the Dave Swenson Team. I'm Dave. We're on location in South Venice, having a wonderful day, but we want you to know we appreciate you loving our page or liking our page on Facebook, our business page. And once again, if you're thinking about buying or selling in any of the greater Sarasota area, that means Venice, Sarasota, Bradenton, or the Keys, we are the team to help you to make that move. Thanks again for watching, and make it a great day.